Hello there and good afternoon. I'm here making another tutorial, and this is basically on how to color hair. As you can see, the skin's already been colored. I tried a different method by using a mixture of red-orange with peach, and it turned out pretty nice. So this character actually is from an anime. It's based off of Asterka of a Rogue Hero. If any of you seen it, great. And if you haven't, then I recommend you watch it. It's a little bit ecchi, but if you're into those sort of things, then go on and watch it by all means. And if not, then I guess it's not the anime for you. Anyway, so from what I did here, I only did just so little. So I'm just gonna keep going at it. Her hair's not originally white; it's actually pink. So I'm gonna use just a little bit of a mixture of both of Prismacolor and color pencil. So let's get started, shall we? So what I'm gonna do is just use a base, obviously. That's what you start off as, coloring the base of the hair. And once you get into that, then also certain characters have light source, so I'm just gonna point the light source down. So just gonna get on and do that just to figure out about where your shadows are gonna be, like basically the light source. So I'm just gonna be going on and doing that. So it's basically just mapping out your illustration. It's pretty important to do that, you know. Plus I'm also again listening to Pandora as we speak. Because I need to listen to music, and sometimes there's some people when they do tutorials, you know, they add a little bit of music or whatnot, or they just keep everything at silent, you know? But again, I'm just doing a little bit of mapping out everything on what it needs to be done, you know? And so recently when I was on DeviantArt, if you guys have one, that's great. I was talking to a friend, and she saw my previous video of how to color skin, and she gave me some really great ideas, you know? And I'll see if I can try onto doing that for the near future. It's because, you see, I use my phone, well, to record things, and my apologies if it's just with a small screen. I tried using my mother's tablet, but for some reason it won't let me sign in, which is pretty weird because it should familiarize me for my account. Anyway, you see, I'm still going on down to the base, and of course you're gonna see me turning the page a lot, so if it troubles you, then I will not turn the page as much. You just gotta be patient with these things when it comes to doing all this. So other than that, as I said in my last video, that patience is key, because it is true, you know. And make sure, like, get a little bit of a circular motion when you're coloring. Well, that's one way of putting it. I think I've explained that in my last video. Just do the best that you think is fine for you, you know? If you want to go fast, go for it. And if you want to go at your own pace, then that's all up to you. Anyway, so there I go with the base color, basically. It's going on well. And again, I gotta turn the page once more, because I gotta get everything down. Ugh. I'm sorry if you heard that in the background. That was my dog, because he's like literally right next to me. So, I apologize for that since dogs can't talk. Wow. Excuse me. I'm still a little bit sick. I'm trying to fight the sickness as we speak. And yeah. So, I'm still going on with this base color. I will switch on to the other ones soon enough. So let's see. I'd have to say, this is going to be a little bit off topic, but today is a little bit warm over here, actually. Because the weather varies over here from where I'm at, you know? So, then I get this advantage. And my apologies. I'm trying to figure out something else to say because it was the morning, but it's the afternoon, so I already had my brunch, so I don't have to feel so weak. Anyway, so I got this base color going on with the Crayola pink. Sorry, again, my dog. Don't mind him, he just wants to be part of the show. Oh no, he's doing that again. No, 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 no. My apologies for that, folks. The dog's making noise. He likes to get cozy with a lot of things. So I'm switching on here to a Prisma color pencil, which is pink. You just have to find out where your shadows may be. So for her, for Mew, I'm just gonna put in a few shadows, actually a little bit right here, and I added a little bit of blushies for her face because I only colored like her skin yesterday, and it was when when my boyfriend visited yesterday, actually. So he saw me do the coloring with this character, and he happens to know this anime because supposedly we were gonna watch that together, but I actually went ahead. He didn't get that much upset, he's just like always giving me that face. So a little bit off topic. Yeah, so you just have to keep going on this and just do the best that you can. Like, you could just try like a feathering motion, as I see in other YouTube videos that they do a feather motion, and it's quite helpful, you know, if you like that sort of style. But in my defense, I just do like the circular motion style or the back and forth style, but where I got circular motion is basically my favorite artist, Mark Crilly. You can check him out. He's a great guy. I'm not gonna lie, he really is. He posts his videos every Friday, and he does a time-lapse version on Friday, and then he narrates them on Saturday. So like I said, check him out when you have the time. Okay, so I have like this thing here going on, so that's one way to put it. So you just have to keep on blending out. So there's one part that I've done here, and I'm just going to switch on to another color, which is magenta, Crayola. Again, I'm just doing this for blending, so I'm gonna add more shadow into the areas where it needs to be shadowed, because this character, Mew, she gets pretty shy, and she's like one of those like jumpy girls, I guess. I'm not gonna spoil anything from the anime unless you need to watch it. Again, there goes my dog. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of shadow like on the tips of her hair, just so I can get like a well, I get like a little point going on here, and I get this gradual fade. Sorry. Excuse me again. As I go and, you know, just keep on feathering out the color and then go on to what needs to be continued. And I'm gonna be switching on to the color red next. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm making progress here, as you can see. Okay, so here's a little bit of a result there. So I'm gonna switch on to a little bit of Prismacolor, crimson red. So I got something down, and just gonna use like a little bit for where the shadows are going to stay put. The color, the shadows are gonna be actually. Forgive me because I'm a little bit sick and trying to think of what else to add on to here in this video, so that way you don't have to keep everything so silent and be like, oh my god, where's her voice and whatnot. Again, the weather's a little bit warm as well, so that's another reason why there's not a lot going on. If you like, for the dark colors, just go for a little bit of a triangular little fade going on, so that way to blend out your light colors a lot more. And oh, speaking of like tutorials, I've actually saw one today that was at least 33 minutes long, and I'd say that's not too bad. I don't think it's that bad. I tend to look at other videos for blending tutorials just so I can get better with my blending skills, you know, because it's how I learn, and I love to learn, and I'm pretty sure everyone else likes to learn too, right? It's all part of the cycle of life, where someone needs to be taught, like, oh, they need a teacher, you know? So, gosh, this is taking a while. Again, you gotta be patient with these things. Oh my gosh. My apologies again. Okay, so you get like, I finished basically just where her head is, and now for, I'm gonna get started with her, long pigtails, I'd say, because, she has long hair. So, first I'm gonna start with the pink, just to, get going with that, and, you just have to keep going with this, because then it'll take a while. Cramming things again. Cram. So, let's see. Trying to come up with what else to say now. I feel like such an anime character because I am completely apologizing too much, and I shouldn't be doing that. Oh well, I mean, it happens, right? Right. Oh, and if you remember from my last video, I had a hurt wrist, and it's kind of healing, but it has its moments when, excuse me, it has its moments when it hurts on and off the pain, but don't worry, it'll get better. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for a light approach, because I'm gonna darken up her hair in the way bottom. Again, Miyu, she has long pink hair. I mean, there's like other anime girls who have long pink hair too. Or just in general, really. Jeez. I'm just gonna go in for a light approach in the bottom because I'm just gonna do all that shading in the bottom because I picked up like a good photo reference when I saw this picture of Miyu, and in the picture from what I remember seeing is that Miyu for her back ponytails she has like this dark shadow going on. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show off the lights, the area where it's really dark for her hair from the top. No, not from the top, from the bottom actually. I'm not making any sense. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. And I am right now easily distracted because I am home alone right now. Everyone's off at work, so I need to finish this as quickly as possible in case I get any interruptions. Alright. Okay, so I see this up down to like, what, 16 minutes? So it's really not that bad. I'll try to make this as short as possible because my last video was like 27 minutes and I wasn't even finished talking. But I think that's a pretty good amount. I'm gonna see if I can try to pick up the pace with this illustration so I don't have to make things so like quiet and whatnot. So I'm just gonna pick up the pace here and just try to do this as fast as possible. Alright, so here we go. That's one part where I've actually finished up, and now I'm going to use the magenta again, and I remember putting down lines so that way I can remember where the shadow is going to be. So that's what I'm going to do first to move everything down, and again I'm going to do this all quickly as I can so it doesn't have to be too consuming or time consuming. There we go, time consuming. So doing my best over here down to like what, 18 minutes. As a matter of fact, I am just maybe might do just one piece of her hair in case if the video gets any longer, so I'm just gonna do that instead and just do one part of her hair so I don't have to do like too much. And let's see. Okay, then here we go. This is like one part that's dark from what I remember in my from my memory, from what I remember. One part is dark and the other part's light, so I'm gonna use a little bit of red from Crayola. Just kind of like get it over here. Alright then. Let's see, there's like a little bit of shading action going on. That's something. Just keep on going. Just remember, always do the circular motion or whatever motion you feel is comfortable, really. And just keep doing what you think is best. I'm pretty sure there's like people out there that actually know on what they're doing, but these are the ones who would really would love to learn. Again, I'm one of those people that I love to learn to do these things, so it's best to do a slow tutorial than to do everything all in time lapse, because like too much time lapse, you don't really learn anything. It's like, how do they do that? How do they do that? And once you do certain things in real time, you're all like, oh, okay, that's something that I never knew about, so I'm just gonna try this technique that this person did. Right? Right. Everyone has their own way of doing things, so I don't see why not. Alright then. Hey. Wow, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use this Crayola pink and to just simply do all this blending now. Forgive me if I turn the page a bit, just so that way people can see about what's going on. Okay, so I'm getting like this blending action right now. So I'm gonna do this all as quickly as I can, since I don't have any time lapse on my phone again. So I'm just gonna keep going from on here. Alright, okay, you can see from one end to another. I'm gonna go back into using the Prismacolor pink and just go on and move the color forward is what I'm gonna do right now. Alright. Still more of a blending action going on. Still more there is to it. Okay. And okay. And this is what I got done, really. It all depends on you. So as promised, I'm only going to do just a little bit, so thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope that I'll make another video real soon.